Hey nerds, I'm Talon,
I'm Alita.
and we're a couple of geeks. Welcome to a couple of geeks Fan Fridays.
We don't know what number one on
I can't
anymore.
remember what number we're on now.
That's okay though.
It's like a returning bit is just me not knowing what Fan Fridays we're on. It's January 12th, 2018, and wow, it has been a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, lots of work and life and those kind of things.
Absolutely.
So, we had kind of a geek week, not very eventful, really.
No, we've
More
been
just kind of pushing through work and life stuff. So,
yeah.
hi everybody, thanks for joining.
Thank you. Oh, hitting you in the hair.
Just beat me up right there.
I'm sorry,
in the beginning of the
no.
show. Thanks.
Thank you guys for joining. We're a couple of geeks if you didn't already know, and it's Fan Fridays still.
If you've joined us before, you may have noticed already that we're kind of in a different setting. We're out and about.
Hi, Jay.
Hello. We're out and about, so we decided to just kind of bring our gear with us and kind of plant ourselves where we found ourselves and do our Fan Fridays where we were. So right
Hi,
now
Jay.
I am over at my parents'
Hi,
house,
hi.
and this is my dad's scarf. So I thought I would wear my dad's scarf because it's my daddy's. So this is Fan Fridays for today. A little bit
Yeah.
different environment than what we normally do. It might be a little bit more echoey. It's feeling like it's a little echoey in here, but we're glad that we have a space to do it in.
Yes.
So,
The
what's going
lighting,
on?
the lighting is different.
I'm just gonna sit here and play with the scarf the whole time.
You are?
I feel like I always have to have something to like keep my hands like occupied or like fidget with something.
Do you want a spinner?
No, because I have lots of other. No, well, let's move on.
Okay. That's a sign of a serious complex.
Let's see. David's here. Hey, David. We've got Jay.
We'll
he
tell
says
him.
hello. And yeah, I'll tell my dad you said hi. Yeah, that you said hi. That's awesome. Oh, and look, the silly captain is here.
Hello.
He's
Hi,
one of
silly
my
captain.
favorites.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Wait, is that Eric?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi, it's me, Talon. Look, I'm on the internet. Wait, oh no, he's pretty, I think he understands that. Hi. Don't leave because I'm being stupid.
Welcome to Fan Fridays.
Welcome to Fan Fridays, everybody. So today we have a few little things to talk to you guys about. Hi. I know that guy. Thank you, Eric. So we have a few things to talk about. What do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about our new thing that we got the other day, or
Let's talk about that.
Okay, so yesterday, something that I was waiting for to arrive. That's not English. Waiting to get here.
Talon bought a VR headset for our phones.
Yes.
I'm translating for you guys.
Thank you.
I know we're kind of late on the bandwagon for some people.
Yes.
But a couple weeks ago we talked about us doing the VR experience, which was like full immersion VR
over
for the
at
Star
the
Wars
Void,
thing
yeah.
at the Void. And so Talon started itching like, oh, we need to get the thing for our phones, which is kind of like low tech VR.
Get the one that like goes in front of your face and you're like, woo!
Hi, welcome Michael. Welcome Timmy.
Thank you guys
Nice
for joining
to
us
see you guys.
again. So
we got that last night, and I think you played around with it for a little while. We had trouble finding one that would fit our phones.
yeah, because our phones are pretty big. They're like it's like a phablet size.
So he had to kind of jerry rig it a little bit. And you played around with it for a little bit, and then I tried it out last night.
Yeah.
And
it's
my eyes started hurting after a while, so it was like at that point I was just like, I need to take this off.
It's a little bit different. Yeah, I think we're really sort of understand why that experience at Disney Springs was as short as it was, because after playing around with like a less expensive VR headset, it's a little different. What'd you say, David? Oh, you got a VR for your phone. Not too cool, but different. Yeah. This is about how we feel. Honestly, this headset is pretty nice. They make a professional, a pro version of it.
The
I
one
just
we
gave you
got
my
is like the
ears.
low end. I think you spent like $30 on it.
I
so
spent $30 on it.
we didn't want to get something really expensive and then not
from eBay,
like
yeah. And they sell it at Best Buy for like 50. I would not buy this one for 50. I might buy the higher end one with the headphones on it that this same company makes for $50, but not for $100. But it's the only ones that fits our phone because of it's the type of like way that your phone fits onto the front of it. Oh yeah, you can use the Oculus for about an hour. You have to take a short break. That's what I've been hearing from a lot of people as well online, watching some videos, is that people can play like the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive,
for about an hour.
or PlayStation VR for
I
about
can
an
see
hour.
that actually. For the little bit that I played on, I mean, I didn't play around on it too long. It just kind of went through the demo because, like we said, we just got it yesterday. So I haven't even like played any like app games, just what they had on for the demo.
Yeah.
And there was like a flying thing and you
Just
go
playing
to
around
different,
with Google
different,
Cardboard, yeah.
different areas around the world. So it was, and it's all kind of like, it's not realistic. It's very computery.
The graphics are very like,
but
yeah.
But I can see how you would want to like just kind of chill in it for a little while.
Absolutely, it's very much like it's taking over one of your major senses, and it messes with your brain. It really does sort of transport you someplace. And I wish you had I wish you had done that the Rick and Morty thing, because that was really amazing that one time. What'd you say? Usually not eye strain, just weight on the head, offset. Yeah, it is like sometimes a little weighed down.
He's saying on the Oculus for him.
On the Oculus, really? I
Yeah.
felt like the Oculus was pretty light whenever I tried it. But I don't know. That was the first VR headset that I had ever tried, and I really liked the comfort on that one. That one and the Vive were both very comfortable. This headset, it's the FX Gear Noon VR Plus, which is the second edition of the lower tier headset that they make. But they're trying to market it as like a higher tier one, and it has it like in
The nose
it's like
piece is
the nose
heavy.
piece is plastic, and
So Talon said when I
Yeah.
was done playing, like there's like this indent in my nose, and Talon was like, "Oh no, sweetie."
it was like whenever I used to DJ, because when I used to DJ, I had I wore a glowing visor as Sergius, and it would just sit on my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and like cut in because it was plexiglass.
Yeah, you usually end up with like a red little
I
dent
ended up
there.
with a red dent on my nose. Yeah.
I did notice when I was kind of quickly kind of seeing what apps are available for, or games available for the Google, because he uses the Google Cardboard app,
Yes.
that there was a zombie one.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't tried any of those games either. I tried one.
I'm interested, maybe next week we'll talk about it and see if I got scared and ran away from some zombies, because I'm interested in that one.
Yeah, we'll play around with it. We're kind of down with the new technology and stuff, and this really does seem like a great new advancement in like video games and media. Is doing stuff in VR. It's that you can. I remember when VR used to be this gigantic thing, like on your face that like stuck out to here. Do you remember those? And like
Oh,
it
like-
had to be supported by like. It had to be supported by
the
like a.
the Aladdin game that they had at
Yeah.
Disney Quest.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Disney
Rest in
Quest.
peace.
So sad. I'm gonna cry
Sad
now.
face. Like that one,
Still
or
haven't really gotten used to that
or-
kind of.
or better yet, that same technology was at Innoventions forever ago.
It was.
Yes,
This
I
is way
played it
before mine.
when I was a little kid. I remember going to Innoventions at Epcot and playing a VR game for the first time ever, and this was back in the early '90s, like late '80s, early '90s. I was really little.
For those of you who don't know, Disney used to have this big building in Disney Springs called Disney Quest, and it was basically like a video game heaven.
It was
And
like
you paid a base price,
an
and you
arcade
got to
theme
go around
park.
and play as many video games and arcades and stuff as much as you wanted to for that whole day. And they had an Aladdin themed VR experience where you had this big head thing, and you were kind of like sitting forward, almost like a motorcycle, but you
Yeah.
were supposed to be like riding on
the
a
magic carpet.
magic carpet through the caves, and you were chasing
The-
Jafar.
The
and
Cave of Wonders.
it was
Yes.
very kind of early 90s feeling, like in terms of video game feel,
Yeah.
but for its time it was pretty cool. But it was kind of fun because it was the only thing we had.
He said he played it a long time ago at Incredible Universe. Where's Incredible Universe? Is that like a
Yeah, I don't know what Incredible
Is that a mall?
Universe is.
Is it a place? Is it like FYE? Is it an arcade?
So that's what we did yesterday.
That's what we did yesterday. And all week I've been like doing other stuff. I've been looking for
We were
for
cold,
work.
and then it got
Yeah.
hot again.
Oh yeah.
So
Come on.
It's felt like it's been summer the last 2 days, and we're hearing that it's going to get cold again tomorrow. So that's the one thing that I kind of get really annoyed about Florida is that we get like these snaps of up and down temperature of being like really cold and really hot. Oh, thank you for joining us, David. It was great to just to talk to you for a short time.
Yeah, the weather here is being weird. It's Florida in the winter. This is how it is. It's actually like pouring rain outside right now too.
Yeah, we were originally gonna do this outside. We had our stuff set up, and then Tom was like sprinkling. So we're like, quick, grab the stuff. We're gonna go inside.
Get the stuff.
So then once
we'll try.
It stopped already. But
oh yeah,
it was pouring when we started the video.
I looked back behind me and all I saw was that.
So what else is going on?
We saw some new movies.
Oh, we did.
Mm-hmm. We saw the other night we watched The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. And it's by the same people that did La La Land.
Which I really
I loved La La Land as well. It was like a love letter to the musicals of like
old Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
He said Incredible Universe was in Portland. It was an arcade, go-kart, food courts, was turned into a Fry's Electronics. Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
I know, wow.
Yeah, because Fry's didn't do too well either.
Weird. But yeah.
There's still Fry's?
No,
he didn't say Fry's.
He did say Fry's.
Yes, it is Fry's.
Oh, you guys liked it too? Yep.
Oh yeah,
it was a really good. Honestly, the music
she liked. We're talking
about The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
She loved it.
The music I thought was really good. It was different. It was really different. I wasn't expecting like it was a very good mix of sort of like modern and like indie sort of like rock stomp kind of stuff.
There were some good rhythms to it.
There were some very nice, like, solo pieces as well.
Visually, it was gorgeous. I felt like I was talking to my dad about it, that the end of it I felt was really rushed.
It did seem to, like, suddenly end.
I want to watch it again and see if I still have that same feeling.
Okay.
But I did, there was a really kind of touching love story in the beginning, and kind of this idea of him his journey of Ripley. Like, his journeys. No, Ripley. Who's Ripley?
I don't know.
I'm getting mixed up between Ripley's Believe It or Not and Barnum's and Bailey. Circus.
If you didn't know, The Greatest Showman is about P.T. Barnum. So not about the talented Mr. Ripley. Believe it or not.
Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. So his storyline I really liked.
Oh, thank you.
The music was really pretty too.
Yeah, it was pretty. I really liked the solo piece with the opera singer. I love how they in the movie they say she's like an opera singer, a famous opera singer, and she's gonna come and sing opera. And then the song she sings is much more like it's like this.
It's not opera.
It's not opera. It's like it's beautiful, but it's not opera.
But it fits with the rest of the music in the movie.
It does. Yeah.
So the movie is based on kind of the time period where this circus stuff started, but the music is all very modern, and that was for me. It kind of took me a moment when the opera singer started singing, because that's the first time that you actually see a character perform in the movie in that world.
Yes.
Whereas the rest of the time it's more kind of like dialogue singing, so it's more kind of character driven.
There was a good scene before
Not
that.
Not so much like a performance.
Yeah.
So I think my brain was originally thinking, oh, we're gonna hear like an opera song or whatever. So then when it stayed being a modern song, then I was like, wait, okay, they're gonna commit to this whole thing. This is actually gonna be modern music through the entire movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I know that that's how this is going to go, then I was okay with it. But it did take me out of it.
It was good, slightly. It was like it. You know what took me out of it slightly was there was a there's a song, and it's really really pretty where
I know what you're talking about, yes.
Zac Efron's character in it, he's like falling for this what are they called? Not trapeze artist?
She's that.
Yes, a trapeze artist. And she is like, I can't love anybody because blah, and like stuff. I don't know. I didn't quite understand why she was all like meh, because she was a freak. She wore pink wigs. I don't know.
She was a woman of color.
Oh, that's what it was. See,
You don't think about these things.
I totally did not even
but
think
during
about
that time,
that.
it was a problem.
I'm so a child of the 90s.
That's really funny that you didn't know that's why she was part of
No,
it.
I was like, what was it? She had pink hair? What was different about
She
her?
was an outcast. All the people in the circus were outcasts.
That's so weird. We have this on video forever.
We do.
Of me not knowing
But
why
just
somebody...
You don't think about these things.
No, I
that's
don't.
a good thing.
So anyways, this scene took me out of it. And not for any of this reason. I just, like... She's a trapeze artist, and he's like this guy from a rich back. Thank you. He's like a guy from like a rich history and a rich family and stuff. And
his parents don't approve.
His
at all.
parents don't approve. No, you're putting a shame on us. Blah.
So the scene that you're talking about, she's a trapeze artist.
She's a trapeze artist, and they're
they
like
have this
standing
song where they're like they're falling in love with each other, or just kind of figuring out how they're gonna make this work.
And she's like swinging around the room on a rope and stuff, and
very dangerous stuff.
Very
like realistic, but
yeah,
it's clearly not.
Obviously, it's not. But there was like I couldn't help but think like that this whole scene. Like, if you were to fall in love with somebody and, like, have this conversation while she's practicing trapezing, that it was extremely dangerous. Yeah. And I felt very worried for both the characters that at any moment, one of them could fall to their death.
If you think about it, though, it's very similar to the predicament that they felt that they were in. That them falling in love with each other was a dangerous thing. And that they were trying, it was a scary situation for them to be like, I am falling in love with you, but it's not perceived to be a safe thing for us to do.
I didn't think about it like that.
It's a reflection of their relationship.
I didn't think about it like that. And that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you might be right. Maybe that was the visual symbolism. Anybody that worked on the movie that's watching this, tell us if we got it right.
You're funny.
But yeah, overall it was a good movie. Like we said, it ended abruptly, we felt like.
On a good note.
It was on a good note. It was a good movie. It took, like... It didn't take turns where we thought it was going to take turns. Like, in the story. Like, we're like, oh, it didn't do that. Okay, cool. And we were, like, fine with it. But yeah, beautiful choreography, great music. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah. It wasn't my favorite, but I would watch it again. I'm really
glad that, do you like this or La La Land better?
La La Land.
Okay.
I do like that musicals are kind of becoming more common, at least kind of sporadically throughout cinema as of right now.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I was in love with musicals, and I watched as many as I could, but it was all like old Hollywood musicals. There wasn't a lot available for me when I was a child of the 80s, and I think in the 90s we had Newsies, which was an anomaly, but my dad taped that off of TV, off the Disney Channel, and I wore that VCR tape.
You wore it down.
I watched it on repeat.
That's like my...
Watched Newsies forwards and backwards. Because it was the only modern musical other than like Broadway stuff that, I had to obsess over.
I've only experienced
it's nice
a VHS...
that it's becoming more of a thing.
Yeah.
So.
I've only experienced a VHS tape wearing out once, and that was my copy of the Transformers movie. The original animated movie.
Transformers.
More than meets the eye. And it's got that like epic like 80s rock intro and stuff like that. It's like Transformers! It's so awesome. I want to watch that again right now. Can we go? I'm gonna watch it right now.
We gotta buy a VCR player first.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, by the way, if anyone wants to
shattered.
Donate a VCR player to us, we would really, for real, we do want a VCR player.
We'll take it. We have a bunch of tapes.
A whole collection of tapes that we've held onto dearly because we don't want to let go of them. And we don't have a way to watch them.
You know, I haven't seen Pitch Perfect.
I watched
the
first one.
You did?
And it was pretty good. I actually do want to watch the other ones. Just about 2 weeks ago. So it's interesting that you brought that up. I watched the first Pitch Perfect
Did they just make their third one?
Third or fourth one, I think. Yeah.
Fourth?
What? I don't know. I just got into the franchise. So
okay.
You guys can tell us what number they're on. But yeah,
what number are they on?
The one that came out was the third or the fourth one. But it's I thought it was good, and I think you would like it.
Really?
It does have like the college
Ugh.
tropes, but it's also funny, and the music is really good.
So I recognize some of the actresses in it and stuff. 1 is good, 2 suck, 3 haven't seen. Okay, so there's 3. Who do you recall off the top of your head? It's like comedians from like Saturday Night Live, right?
No. It's okay, let's move on. We don't know enough about this to talk about it.
What? No. It was the ladies from Ghostbusters. Who is in this movie? I don't know who's in this. I don't know why I'm trying to figure it out. All right, I might watch it. I'll give it a try.
You talking about the blonde lady? Is
Yeah.
that the lady
Yeah.
Rebel something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's
Wasn't
move on.
she in Ghostbusters? Was she in Ghostbusters, guys?
I don't remember. It's terrible.
Rock of Ages. I didn't see Rock of Ages. I don't know whether I heard good or bad things about it, but we'll check that one out too. Thank
I
you.
haven't seen Rock of Ages either.
Speaking of other things we
I
checked
like
out,
good recommendations.
so thank you guys. We do appreciate it. Another movie we saw, which I really enjoyed, was The Shape of Water, by Guillermo del Toro. It's his new film. It was just out, and it got several nominations at the Academy Awards, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't watch. So I don't
You
know.
didn't watch the Academy Awards.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, you watched the movie with me. You were there.
I didn't watch the award show though.
So,
It was
real quick description. The Shape of Water is a 1950s era sci-fi drama love story sort of thing, set in sort of Guillermo's weird universe where things are weird and stuff like that. And
I don't think that I realized that it was going to be a love story as far as they pushed it to be a love story. I think if you haven't seen the movie and you're thinking about watching it, I would kind of compare it to a Beauty and the Beast love story type of thing, where it's like it may feel a little uncomfortable, but in the end of the story, you're like, oh, their love story makes sense. But and I don't want to say why.
Well, yeah, we don't want to spoil anything.
But it did kind of like, in the beginning of the love story, you're like, are they really taking it there? Is this where this story's going? I don't know if I'm going to like this movie. But if you follow all the way through and then you get to the end of it, then you're just like, oh, okay.
So
this is a good movie.
So it really was. It's no secret that the main characters or the main character in the story is a
mute lady.
Oh, is a mute lady whose name is
kind of like
Eliza. Who's played by Sally Hawkins.
Like a creature of the lagoon type of.
Yeah, like creature from the Black Lagoon, essentially. Almost looked like Abe Sapien from Hellboy. Like very like Fishman.
Yeah, it's interesting you would say that because the actor that plays him is Doug Jones.
Doug Jones, yeah, who also played Abe Sapien and like every other creepy
character. Did you know
character.
that was him?
Yes. No. I saw his name in the credits. I was like, Doug Jones. Where have I heard Doug Jones before?
He was also for Michael, who I know who's Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. He was one of the gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
So the same actor.
The silent guy's in it.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yes. He's been in so many things. Doug Jones is super talented.
He was in Pan's Labyrinth. So
he was the eyeball guy.
The fawn. He was both characters.
Yeah, he was Pan.
Yeah.
So this being a Guillermo film, it is quite dark. It's very dark. It does not pull its punches. It's
a full on adult movie.
It is a gritty adult fantasy like film. And speaking of adult fantasy and stuff like that as well, it felt like for a minute in the film that it was almost like an Abe Sapien from Hellboy like erotic fan fiction. It was kind of weird, but like I said, Guillermo doesn't pull his. It was done tastefully.
I didn't want to calm anybody's fears on that if they hear that and they're like, oh, but because I felt
it's not the whole movie.
It was done tastefully. So like, if you're gonna be like, I'm not sure about that. Just follow the way through. Please watch all the way to the end.
If you've seen
and
any
then
other,
make your own opinion on it. And if you don't want to watch it again, then hey, you know what? At least you saw it all the way through.
It's deserving. It's deserving of at least a watch,
praise.
and it is deserving of its praise. It's a really beautiful movie. The practical and special effects are awesome. They meld seamlessly in the film. It almost feels like where Guillermo does. Like, his films feel distinctly like Spanish sometimes. Like they have this sort of like almost Latin flair to them. Like that really, his style is very much like that. Even like his games, or like games that he's been involved on have that very similar flair.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so Hellboy, has a very distinct sort of comic book look to it, as well as Pan's Labyrinth has a very distinct look to it. And these are all based on like Guillermo's mind is like amazing. I really want to just like sit inside his brain and watch him come up with stuff. But he has a very distinct flair, which I guess I just call it Latin, I call it Spanish. This felt more like it had his visual flair, but it felt more like a French film.
Yeah, I agree.
It felt more like a French art film, like Amélie or something like that.
Yeah, it did have some Amélie feelings to it, especially with the main character.
Yes,
I agree with that, because she was kind of like this, lonely, kind of nobody. She didn't really connect with anybody, which Amélie very much was similar. She didn't connect with anybody except that she was always searching for a connection. Having
the main character not be able to say any words as well, having to like sign them and stuff like that, and you really
understand what she was going through. It was very interesting.
Was really interesting too. She really did a really good job of portraying all of the emotions and stuff, very physically, which was awesome. And the bad guy in it, Agent Strickland.
He is super creepy.
Played by Michael Shannon. He was the... I realized this once I looked him up on IMDb. I was like, I recognize him. He was the bad guy in Man of Steel. From Krypton.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that now.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him better in this movie.
No, he was really good in this movie. He was extremely creepy. Really, really creepy.
Not a person you would want to be around.
Zod, yes.
Totally not a character in this movie you want to be around. He's
really,
very believably creepy too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really odd watching it, but it's quite creepy. Yeah.
We also are caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep. Oh, it's starting to get good again. It's starting to get really good.
There's if you're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and you probably already know this, if you're trying to get into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., my best advice for you is to keep watching. There's this kind of this arc that they do where in the beginning of the season, they get this kind of like, oh, look at this crazy stuff that's about to happen. And then it kind of dies down a little bit and it can get a little boring sometimes. It's because they're setting up for crazy things to happen. Yeah. And then once you get towards the middle, towards the end, then you're just
all sorts of crazy stuff happens.
What's going on? And that happens almost every season. It's kind of like their formula, I think,
totally
by this point.
Formula.
In this last episode last week, we were both kind of looking at each other and Gemma, I was just like, oh, Gemma, you're awesome. And so if you're not caught up, definitely that last episode was awesome. I don't want to give anything away. But
if you don't ship Gemma and Fitz together,
if they ever take Gemma and Fitz off the show, I will not watch anymore.
See, that's what I think they have to do. I think they have to keep.
I will not. No, they're not going to.
I think Fitz has to die.
No.
It's gonna destroy everything. But Fitz has to die.
I love those two together. I don't want anything bad to ever happen.
I don't either.
Seems to be
but
what happens to them.
I subscribe to the tragedy. I want the tragedy. It's like I don't want to watch a show that makes me happy all the time.
Didn't see a lot of this last episode with Coulson. Coulson was kind of a side character in this last episode. I mean, he was there, but
he hasn't had too much. He hasn't had his own the Coulson.
The last episode was really about Gemma and Fitz and Skye.
Yes,
that was kind of the kick-ass moment with the three of them.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It was really awesome.
I'm excited to see what else is going to happen.
Oh yeah, we've never seen Gemma do some of the things that she did in this episode. It was really awesome.
There's a turn.
Oh
definitely, there was a change. It was just like, okay, things are different now.
Oh yeah,
So
it's pretty
awesome.
crazy. What else did we? What else did we watch on TV? We don't watch TV.
I started watching Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, Black Mirror. Oh, the other thing.
I mean the new season.
Oh, the new season of Black Mirror. Because we've seen up all 3 seasons so far, and you started watching season 4 without me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I stopped, so we can go back and watch it together.
Okay. Well, you started watching Black Mirror before I started watching Black Mirror in the beginning, anyways. And you're like, you have to come watch this. Yeah. We really love the first 3 seasons of Black Mirror.
This season, I've only watched I think the first 3 episodes of this season they just released, and the first one was good, and the other ones I was just kind of like, So I think I just need to keep watching, because I mean each episode is so different. Hey, thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining. We're talking about Black Mirror right now.
So I've heard some good things about some of the other episodes, and because each episode is kind of so different in its own story, I'm eventually just gonna go back in and watch some more.
Yeah.
But I compared to the other seasons, just based on the 3 that I saw, it's not the best. It's not the best of what I've seen before.
I've heard that this season is different. Yeah. I've heard that this season is different. It feels a little different.
Also,
it's
for
talking
some
about
reason,
different things.
The internet is freaking out because everyone has now realized why it's called Black Mirror, and so the whole like BuzzFeed, Twitter, like, what? Oh my God, the internet is flipping out. Everyone now knows what Black Mirror means.
What does it mean? I'm not on the internet.
Oh, that's right. I live on the internet.
She lives on Facebook.
I tell Talon to live on the internet. So I'm like, hey,
if you ever come up to us like at a convention or anywhere, and you're like, hey guys, we'd love to get you guys to do something, blah 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 blah. Talon, do you want to do this? Don't ask me, ask her. She's in charge.
If you don't know, you'll get to experience this moment with Talon. And if you know, you get to see his realization as I tell him.
Is it just like what happened earlier in the stream?
So when
I don't realize anything?
When you're watching the show, and the show's finished, what happens?
Oh, the screen's black. Duh.
It's a reflection.
Duh.
Of society.
That's
TV.
That's clever. That's real clever. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's clever. I like it.
But he said, I've heard the new season is darker, but better. Well, the first episode, like the very first episode of Black Mirror, I don't think you can get much darker than that. Just saying.
Wait, the very first episode?
No, in the very, very first episode of Black Mirror. Oh. With the guy where he gets blackmailed, like, ooh, like... That was tough to watch. Like, I wasn't even sure if I was going to watch any more Black Mirror after the first episode.
Oh, yeah. That was very,
just like, what is this show? What are they doing? Of course, I didn't understand what the concept was, that each episode was going to be different. So then when we get to the second episode, I'm like, who are these people? Why is it filmed different? We're like a whole different world. What is going on?
Yeah.
So it didn't take me till about halfway through the first season that I was like, oh, I get it. Each episode is going to be different.
It's Twilight Zone. It's Twilight
Zone. In a distant, recent future, kind of.
Yeah.
So, it was... Yeah, but after that, I don't think you can get much darker in that first episode.
Do you think
I hope not. I mean, I haven't watched the rest of the season, so I don't know.
Do you think that any of the episodes, like, share the same universe? But possibly at different times?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, like Twilight Zone. You think so?
I think on a little bit they do.
I think we've seen similar technologies, like...
But I don't think it's meant to be. I don't think it's necessarily meant to be in the same universe. It's just there might be some slight similarities to each episode.
I would find it interesting looking over data that supports claims to certain episodes being within certain universes, and to find out like how many universes we're looking at.
It's more like if you're watching The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It's like that, where it's like each episode was different. It was his own story, and it was either set in this time or that time, but it's not necessarily intertwined. That's the way I look at Black Mirror, is that each episode is focused on that story or that idea that they're trying to tell you in that episode. Like, that's the main focus, and not necessarily a story arc through the whole season.
Yeah. I feel kind of dumb for not getting the Black
Yeah.
Mirror
It
reference.
said Twilight Zone, maybe. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's the way I feel. It's more like a Twilight Zone show.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I feel kind of dumb for not getting the Black Mirror reference, like to it being TV. But it's like, wait, I've always understood that it's like
A reflection of
it's
society.
a reflection of society. It's very much. If you didn't know that this is like we're talking about something serious, like you weren't watching the show. If you didn't get it, you weren't watching the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've liked Black Mirror.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
really makes you think.
it does.
You watch an episode and you're just like, oh, you just get those thoughts. And I really feel like sci-fi, science fiction, it's the same thing.
Sci-fi, science fiction.
The geek world in general, sci-fi, comic books, all of these things, like I feel like that they've always been a reflection of society and kind of taking it in a different universe so that you can talk about it and discuss it in a safe environment to kind of push those boundaries and those ideas to kind of dig in a little further of what you normally think about these ideas and these controversial maybe topics and kind of I feel like the geek community in that way has been thinking and pushing for new ideas and new thoughts and new kind of experiences way more than the normal community does. I mean, geek is our normal. What I mean is the outside geek world. I think I'm losing my train of thought.
Well, it's like
it's
like
fantasy.
It's like
sci-fi.
fantasy and sci-fi and stuff have the ability to talk about social issues in a safe and comfortable sort of like realm because you're talking about it.
Push it farther than you would normally.
Exactly. It works like
in a one-on-one conversation.
Other media like the news or sports doesn't necessarily further the conversation about social economical issues and stuff. Nothing against sports, but it just doesn't. I mean, that's not the point of it. Unless your social economical issues revolve around your fantasy pool, which mine doesn't. I don't have a fantasy pool.
Yeah, we don't watch sports. I don't know.
Sports ball, go sports. I used to follow sports a little bit. I
throw
used
the
to
ball in the basket. Goal!
throw the ball in the basket. Goal.
Go team, go!
You know they'll take off their hockey shorts and throw down their bats and get into a kickboxing match in the
with their
ring.
badmintons.
Yeah, with their badmintons. Yeah, with those the dog throwy things.
That's
the
how
one
that works, right?
Yeah, the ones where they throw the polenta.
Go local sports team.
Yes, go local sports team.
Yeah, usually when I go to a sports game, I'm like, all right, who do I want to cheer for? Let's see. They maybe have a better color or like their outfit better or they seem more energetic. I think I'm going to vote for that one.
The only
go.
sports I follow is esports. I like it. You know, I haven't played a lot of those big like esports league games and stuff like that. I did play Rocket League with my buddy Eric.
What is Rocket League?
Rocket League is a nifty little game, where you essentially play soccer, like 2-on-2 soccer, but with remote control cars.
Okay,
gross. You play soccer, 2-on-2 soccer, or 4-on-4 soccer.
No one has noticed anything in the background.
I don't know. He is kind of blurry. He is kind of like really like.
Has anyone noticed what it is back there?
Yeah, soccer with cars.
If you know what that is sitting back there, please comment and tell us no.
Yeah, soccer with cars, and you can have they have like boosters, and you can make them jump and like flip over and like kick the ball. It's this strange little concept, but it was fun.
That actually sounds interesting.
It was really, really fun. It is. Yes, it's a terrifying.
We thought he looked really creepy, so we would put him in the background.
We just wanted to weird you guys out, just to give you like this
We
sense
don't
of
own
like.
him. This is my dad's.
Yeah.
We don't own Jar Jar.
Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks. But I haven't played. I only played Rocket League briefly, and I really liked the game. I haven't played like I never was a big StarCraft person. I played StarCraft a little while ago. Yep, I played StarCraft a little while ago, and I haven't played like Overwatch or anything like that or Battlegrounds. Blame your poor dad. Yes, the nightmare is real. And so I wanted to be like it's like Insidious, like when the thing just like appears behind the lady and stuff. And yeah, it's Jar Jar Binks. Oh, that's terrifying.
I think
I'm gonna have nightmares about that now.
I think it's a puppet.
I think
It's
is
on top
too.
of a can. I think
I'm-
my dad just stuck it on top of a can.
Now I'm starting to get really, really creeped out and
About Jar
stuff.
Jar?
Yeah, about Jar Jar. Overwatch is pretty cool. I've seen like because it's from Blizzard. The same people that did like StarCraft and Warcraft and World of Warcraft and stuff. They've done a really, really good job of making the characters like fleshing them out and giving them really good backstories and stuff. From what I've heard, like we met a lot of cosplayers. We met a cosplayer that does Dad 76, the meme.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah. Which is really cool too. But yeah, esports be something to get into eventually. Who knows? I don't know. I mean,
Before
maybe we'll
I
start
kinda-
like Twitch streaming and stuff like that. Tiny Toons. We've been watching Tiny Toon
Toons
Adventures.
is on Hulu.
Yes, I got to
We
watch
weren't excited about this at all.
the summer vacation movie. Oh my gosh, I remembered. I'm like, oh my gosh, I make all these jokes.
Do you know what else we found out about the yes is
What?
that they're making
Oh
Animaniacs.
yes, they're gonna make another
Hulu
Animaniacs.
is doing 2 brand new seasons, Hulu, of Animaniacs.
It's gonna be interesting to see how far they have the Warner Brothers and their sister Dot have to go this
excited
time.
about this.
I wonder if they'll bring back Freakazoid. Did you remember Freakazoid?
All the things. They need to have good idea and bad idea, because I loved good idea and bad
Oh
idea.
yes, Slappy the squirrel. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, they had such good comedy in that show, and Rob Paulson was in it too.
And we met Rob Paulson. He's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes, and Pinky in the Brain. Yes.
Pinky in the Brain.
How would Pinky in the Brain? Oh, maybe we'll get to see.
One is a genius, the other's insane.
Wait a minute. If Pinky and the Brain are back, maybe they'll go to like North Korea and we'll get to see like a cartoon version of Kim Jong.
Ooh. Yeah, oh my gosh, the possibilities of this show is gonna be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
This is one of my favorite things. I'm so excited.
I'm getting the hype is real now.
And I hope we get more.
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
There's just like we get like 4 or 5 more seasons.
That would be
Just
pretty.
Keep going in.
That would be pretty interesting, and it's gonna
Turn
be
into
great to
something
hear.
like- It'll be like Animaniacs forever, just like Simpsons. That's what I wish.
Freakazoid was your favorite character. I loved Freakazoid. I thought it was a great show. And then he had what was his name? His sidekick's name? It was
To be honest, I don't remember Freakazoid that much.
oh darn it. I keep wanting to say like something boy, but it's not something boy. It's what is it? Fanboy! It was Fanboy! Darkwing Duck? Are they rebooting Darkwing Duck? Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Is Jim Cummings gonna do it? Well, oh, I hope he does.
Because that show was good too.
Darkwing Duck was
Dude,
really
back
good.
in the day in the 80s, we had the
Dude, we're
best
getting
cartoons.
we're getting all these because we had the best cartoons. We're getting all these new
Because
reboots,
we want
like
our kids to watch all these cartoons.
like new Ducktales and stuff. Do you guys like David Tennant as Scrooge? Have you guys watched new Ducktales?
I think he's amazing in it.
Every time
love it.
every
love
time I
it.
hear and not see him, I'm just like, oh, David Tennant. Oh, he was doing Scrooge. Yeah, of course, he was doing Scrooge because he sounds Scottish. Because that's what he is. But then when I watch it, I'm like, he does a pretty good Scrooge. Yes. He does a pretty good Scrooge.
To be honest, like David Tennant could do anything he wanted, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, you're amazing." He could stand there and smile, and I'd be like, "Look at this smile."
Of course, for you,
He's
there's
awesome.
there's a lot of famous men that could do that.
No, he's not top of my list. He is not top of my list, but I really do appreciate him. That would be more like Benedict Cumberbatch. Like Benedict Cumberbatch, I'd be like, he could do anything.
What about
He could do
Johnny Depp?
anything. Also, Johnny Depp is on the top of my list. Those two right there.
You have this pyramid of men pyramid of people on the top of your list and stuff.
Yeah.
No, we all have
I've
our
got
we
lots
have
of
our
actors
list.
that I admire.
We have our
But
list of people that we give
But
we
my
give a pass
obsessions,
to.
there's only a few. There's only a handful of obsessions. The others are just I admire them as actors.
Yeah, we'd be like, if they came and to us or to either of us, and we were offered the chance to run away with them and stuff like that. The other one would just have to be like, go ahead, it's meant to be.
That's not true.
Is it?
No, this is what it would be.
Would I have to like? Would I have to? They
if-
have to like have a sword fight.
If my obsession man came to me like blue sky, whatever, they showed up and were like, "I'm in love with you, run away with me," I would question it. Like it would probably be like a 10-minute like span of yes, I'm gonna leave and run away. But then I wouldn't actually make that decision to do it. I would just be like, can we hang out for the day and can my fiance come with me? Like, that's really what it would be. Because I wouldn't want, like, a life with them forever. I would just want to hang out with them and be like, oh my God, you're amazing. Like, that'd be about it.
So that's me and Matt's now.
Aw, that's awesome, too. So he's one of those, like, admire lists, too.
Matt seems like a nice guy.
Speaking of, I have been watching, Talon has not, but I have been
The
watching
Crown.
The Crown.
Yeah.
And he was, like, amazing in that. I couldn't have imagined a different person playing the king other than him. Like,
Honestly,
he was
after
perfect for that role.
after seeing him first in Doctor Who for so long, and then seeing him as
Because his body language and everything
Yeah.
is just spot on.
the bad guy.
Not that I know a lot about the royal family, but
No, but yeah, I mean, but seeing him do another like random character, which was the bad guy in Terminator Genisys, that came out a while ago. He was like terrible in it. I'm like, Matt, what's wrong? What's wrong? and then I saw a couple episodes of The Crown. I'm like, wait, that's Matt? What?
yeah,
He like really did a good job like becoming the character
yeah.
and stuff. So yeah, from the few little bits I've seen of it, he does a really good job in it.
Yeah, it's not a show that I see you sitting down and watching, like committing to watch.
No.
But I've really enjoyed it.
No,
I'm glad the show has like kind of continued.
absolutely.
So, yeah,
Well, I
we
think
should say some goodbyes.
I think we're running out of time, but I did want to say that there is. Don't forget this bad guy. He was the bad guy in Lost River. What's Lost River?
What was I don't know what Lost River was.
It sounds
We'll have to look
familiar.
this up.
What
We'll
was
look
Lost
this up,
River?
'cause
We're
I
gonna.
don't think we've seen it.
Yeah, I feel like I've watched it, but I can't recall.
We'll look it up and we'll let them know in our next episode. If we've
Yes. Oh yeah, one more thing out on Netflix right now is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Season 5. I wanted
Talon's
to
been
tell
freaking
you.
out about this all week.
I
but we
have
haven't
been.
had time to watch
I
it.
haven't had any time to watch it. I've been working. Life.
Stupid life getting in the way.
And stuff. She still hasn't watched Full Metal Alchemist.
No.
And you need to, because
It's on my list.
we've met Michelle Specht and Vic Mignogna. I can't say his name.
What is it?
Mignogna? Mignogna. I can't say his name.
Time.
I do know Vic Mignogna.
Michelle, I'm sorry. It's just as funny.
I
In
can't.
case
I
Michelle's
can't
ever watching
say
this.
it. But yeah, you need to watch the show because it's honestly one of the best animes I've seen in like ever. You need to watch Netflix. The Toys That Made Us.
Oh, I watched a couple episodes of that. I watched the Barbie one. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell Talon.
She's gonna have to tell me.
Because there are a couple episodes in there that you should watch.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was a good recommendation. Yes. We'll definitely take a look at that and we'll talk about that next week.
Do you remember
So
do you remember that little?
Goodbye.
Wait, before
Do
we
you
go.
remember what?
Before we go, do you guys remember that movie? I cannot recall the name of it right now, but where the little toys, the little wind up toys, like came to life, and they were like they were people, and they went into like a toy factory and stuff like that, and they were the little camera and the little
With Robin Williams?
no, was Robin Williams in it?
I don't know.
Does anybody remember that movie? I can't remember what the movie is called, but come back next week and let me know. Okay, I'm gonna write it down so I remember. I'm just pointing at my knee because that's where my phone is.
Alright guys, we gotta go.
Yeah, it's time for us to go, or else Instagram is
get
gonna
kicked off.
kick us off again because we're coming up on an hour. Thank you guys. No, not Toy Story, but they were in Toy Story. Those characters were in Toy Story as a nod to that film. I know that, but I'm gonna have to look it up.
Thank you everybody for joining us today for our Fan Fridays. Hope to see you again next Friday. Come and join the conversation. We love you all. Have a great, wonderful geek week. Stay nerdy, my friends. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Yes,